Always low prices at Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza.
Today in Judge Wonker's courtroom, Bayn Lobato received his sentence for the crash that killed an infant passenger known as Baby Benny. Before sentencing, Lobato read a letter accepting full responsibility, saying he will, quote, live with that night for the rest of his life.
First and foremost, I want to start off by saying how terribly sorry that I am to Angelina and Brian. Not only am I sorry for the accident, I am horrifically sorry for the loss of a child in this accident. No words can ever be said by me that will ever make up for the loss. That truly makes me feel horrible inside and will eat at me for the rest of my life. I want to apologize to Josephina, who also was in the car at the time of the accident. Not in this lifetime or any lifetime would I ever go out of my way to hurt someone in the way everyone has been hurt and impacted by this accident. There isn't a single night that goes by where I don't have nightmares from that night. Like I said earlier, no sorries, no words will ever make up for yours and your family's loss. But I will spend the rest of my life making up for it.
His attorney, Andrew Fritz, noted Lobato's lack of prior criminal record and a difficult childhood marked by parental incarceration and addiction. Fritz asked for a 4 to 15-year term, citing the 574 days Lobato has already spent in custody.
So he's been in custody 574 days. He's had a chance, as he made his statement, and he has nightmares every night. That's 574 days of nightmares and having to relive this horror. He's going to have many more days to reflect and think about this. He's had a lot of time, a lot of chance to reflect. Also, back to his upbringing, Your Honor, it was not good. It was not good. Being around that drug environment, he experimented at a very young age. Drugs were problematic for him. Started at a very young age, and we're not here to point the fingers at anyone else, play the role of the victim, but his home life was not good, and drugs became problematic in his early life. So we'd ask that you follow the recommended sentence of myself and my client, 4 to 15, concurrent, 574 days to pray. Thus far. Thank you.
Prosecutors countered that Lobato's blood alcohol level was nearly twice the legal limit. They described the infant victim's severe head injuries after being ejected from the vehicle, who was later pronounced deceased at the hospital.
That night, according to what he admitted to officers, he drank. According to the offense synopsis, his blood alcohol content came back at 0.149, almost double the legal limit. Your Honor, reading paragraph 2 of the offense synopsis, one sentence. One of the individuals identified as a minor victim had been ejected from the vehicle and had extensive injuries to his head and face area. He was transported to the hospital where he was pronounced deceased. Your Honor, we get to sit here and discuss this case today. But someone who will never walk into this courtroom, never had the chance to walk, is this minor victim who was suddenly and violently thrown from a vehicle. To boil this down to one bad day, that's an injustice. This was a loss of life. A 5-month-old child. On top of that, the other victims in the vehicle were injured and required hospitalization. The vehicle had been approaching the intersection at speeds of 60 to 80 miles an hour in a 45-mile-an-hour zone. That doesn't even track with the brakes not working. The brakes not working and the defendant speeding doesn't work. The defendant made the decision to drink. The defendant made the decision to drive a vehicle that may or may not have mechanical issues. Now the defendant gets to sit here. But that child will not sit here. The state is going to be asking for the maximum sentence on both counts to run consecutive.
After deliberation, Judge Wonker sentenced Lobato to 8 to 20 years in prison on count 1, plus a $2,000 fine, a 3-year driver's license suspension, and a requirement for an interlock device for 36 months once driving privileges are restored. On count 2, Lobato received 28 to 72 months and another $2,000 fine. Both sentences will run consecutively, with 574 days credited for time served.